to your attention about a lecture I did in 2010, 2011. Are we prepared if disaster strikes? I got the video back there if y'all need it. And about 7 months after I did this lecture, I did 2 of them, I think, that year. It was disaster struck Lynchburg. And it seemed like nobody was prepared in our communities. Y'all remember the big storm we had, right? It tore up everything. But 7 months before that storm happened, I was telling people about it, trying to get our community, prepared for it. Everybody thought I was a little, loony, going out of my marbles, understand what I'm saying? But churches with generators, they really hurt my feelings because they didn't even invite the immediate community to come in and get certain needs. They had to go way across town to Farwell to get the needs that they need, fam. Now I'm hearing about race, the economy, the wars. But very few is even talking about the weather that's getting ready to come up. Okay? We are dealing with the various weather conditions and elements of the earth. The same 4 elements that we are all part of the elements of the earth mentioned in Genesis. If you're a Bible person, chapter 1, verse 3 through 27. We learned that the earth have been through a cleansing detox process for millions of years. Okay? We are dealing with the element fire, heat. Like in California, having severe drought or volcanoes that's been erupting in the last 4 months. Thousands of acres been burned down. Now, this is a photo that this happened, November, last month. Now, it's a map y'all can go to right now on your phones or whatever you got. It's called volcanodiscovery.com/active volcanoes map. Y'all can see right now the different types of, anything red on here is the volcanoes that's actually exploding as we speak. Now, this is an old map from 2012, okay? If you go right now and see what's really happening, you will see how many different volcanoes are exploding all around the earth right now. And a lot of it, they don't even tell us, okay? It's on the volcanodiscovery.com. All right. Air, tornadoes and hurricanes, we have had them also strike Virginia. Water, okay? Water's a powerful substance here, family. Many U.S. citizens been flooded out. Also water, we forget about. Water turns into snow, fam. Okay, it turns into hail and ice. Now, back in, this last month, matter of fact, 2 weeks ago in Japan, y'all can look this up. I think they had like 90 or 80 inches of snow. Okay, so this last month we had 7 feet of snow in Buffalo. Let's move forward. We had earthquakes and sinkholes, which I've hit in Maryland, Virginia about a couple of years ago. And that was around the same time I think I was giving a lecture too about this if disaster strike. That ended up happening too. East Coast and more is expected to come. Y'all been hearing about these sinkholes happening? Catch this riding down the street, boom! Whole earth just cave in. Ain't that something? Let's move forward. I've learned from my studies on this topic that we are going into what's called the Aquarius age. Okay, every 2,160 years, the earth enters into a new age. A new way of thinking, living. We were living in the age of Pisces, dealing with the 2 fishes, okay, representing bad and good consciousness. He's saying once we get into the Aquarius age, we should be dealing with some of these principles here. Friendly, humanitarian, intelligence, inventive, independent, loyal, unpredictable, inconsistent, stubborn, extremist, different things like that. Let's move forward. We're actually in the solar year of 6,254, not the year 2014 that so many of us have been taught to believe. Okay, we must ask ourselves, family, how in the world did time just stop 2,000 years ago and then restart again? You have to ask yourself that. Okay, when first recording of time began 6,254 years ago by the Pygmy tribe, okay, of Kilimanjaro. Y'all go check that out. Of Africa along the Nile River with the stellar and the solar calendar. Those were one of the first 2 calendars. Moving right along. What happened 2,000 years was the end of the Aries or the Brown Age. Okay, dealing with war. The last of these was the Caesars, somewhat. Who was out to Hellenize the earth. They still out to Hellenize the earth, family. Because what happened was Caesar fell off, then it was the Pompey one, then it came the Byzantine Empire, then we under the what? The Roman Catholic. And we just now read about Boyle and what's his name, Blumenbach, and they believe in the Holy Bible that Adam and Eve, okay, and that's how some of the racism started, right? Let's move forward. Here's a future map that was put out in 1972. So scientists and scientific knowledge do suspect changes in Earth. And y'all can type in future maps of the United States, and y'all can see that a lot of this stuff can be flooded out. We already know this stuff is gonna go down, fam. So if we ain't prepared, what we gonna do? Also, catch the whole thing. Let's see, on our website, fam. So till next time, one love.